I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed.
There's a famous project about the Curate Band-Aids years ago when they came out with the ethnic Curate Band-Aids, and it was a project that was started by preschoolers where they were saying, hey, this Band-Aid doesn't match my skin, you know, this Band-Aid is tan and my skin is black, or you know, my skin is dark brown. And the children wrote a letter to Curate, and they ended up making ethnic colored Band-Aids for children and for adults. That was really cool, I thought. That's another way for children to do something and kind of make like a big difference within our country. You know?
But this organization sees its purpose as defending everybody's rights to free speech, to protections under all the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, so people's rights to privacy, to the right to trial, all the things that people understand to be part of the Bill of Rights. But I think the broader issue is that all these groups that are here have got a number of different social justice issues around economic justice, things that maybe the ACLU doesn't spend its time on. And I'm happy to be at this conference because I think it's really important that the students here at Cabrillo and the community at large have a better understanding of how all of these issues are interconnected, that basically if we don't really defend our rights collectively together, we're going to find ourselves isolated, separated from each other, and they'll pick off one group at a time. So the government goes after people's First Amendment rights in one group. Another situation, people are poor and don't have access to resources. People are homeless and can't find themselves back into mainstream society, be able to work and have a place to live that's decent. So basically, I think it's important students understand this and join together and help us try and change this world in the direction of having it be more socially just.
Human suffering seems to be part of the human experience. Seems we can't get away from it. If it's not one thing, it's something else. On the other hand, a lot of the issues that I really care about, such as race relations in the United States, the treatment of women, from the time I was a young girl to now, there have been monumental changes. From Barack Obama's election to on the radio this year, I like to listen to pop music. There's a song, and these are white male bands. One is singing about a girl who was abused, and that he remembered, the lyrics is that the singer remembers when he was a young man about his friend who was being abused, and he didn't know what to do at the time. And so he's as an adult singer, he's singing to the girl, I hope you're okay. And there's another song, again, white band, saying not to beat up your girlfriend. And that's huge, to have that on pop radio and have those two songs be hits, Barack Obama to be president. I think we're trying, we're moving in the right direction.
So, so what we've done in the Digital Bridge Academy is that we focus on social justice issues because we feel that we have to build a program that's strengths-based. And our students, the ones that come from poverty and many of the others, have PhDs. And we don't recognize their PhDs. And their PhDs are in social injustice. And they understand what injustice is. And with that level of understanding, they can go and do research in a very different way than the researchers at UC Santa Cruz.
But we still welcome everybody in. Because we are taught right from the beginning that we are all the Creator's children. And when you hear a lot of Indians talk about white man, red man, black man, yellow man, what you have to remember is this, is that what they're actually talking about is a way of thinking. It is not the color of your skin, it is the way you deport yourself.
Working towards a vision of social justice and shaping the world into the way we want it to be is exciting. It's exciting, it's fun. It's like, you know, getting that first piece of poster board and getting to splash paint on your, you know, you're coloring the world, you're making it what you want it to be. It's exciting, it's not boring, it's not dull, it's not too much work, and it's happening. And that spirit of excitement, if students can go away going, I want to go to another event like this, that's what I think we need in Santa Cruz.
I was given the choice whether or not to say anything to you today. Just say thank you, and walk away. trying to get too emotional. I've been walking away a lot. And to come up here and say thank you, walk away, it would be unfair to all of you. My journey contained a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of loneliness. To get where I'm at today and say I did it on my own, I'm not sure. From the guard at Geneffa, who gave me the opportunity to get my GED and eventually come to Korea, isn't the stories in itself. I wish there were more guards like that, because there are inmates who regret what they've done, and it's too late for them to pursue their education. The last 2 weeks, there's been several deaths in Monterey County. A few in Watsonville. And it's really sad that our children today are dying for stupid reasons. Because change, to me, is something that starts within you, each and every one of us. And nothing can change unless we change ourselves. I've changed for the betterment of myself, so that in turn I can give and be an example for those who are struggling with drugs and gangs. These kids want out, but they're afraid. And they can't trust anybody else other than the community, the people of the community. So we need to work together. And my first time I came to school, I took a psychology class. Didn't have no idea what my instructor was talking about. And I came out here and I thought I was going to drop my class because it was outrageously hard for me. And I told her I was going to drop her class, and she said, "Oh, you want to know what I think?" And I said, "Sure." She goes, "Well, first of all, you're not going to drop my class. Second of all, you're going to fail my class, so I think you better sit down and start studying, because you have a lot of it to do." That was my first class in college campus, after being out of school for God knows how long. And I passed my psychology class with a C.
All these beautiful people sitting and listening to this, that's hope. All these people who got time off work or put their kids in childcare or did whatever they needed to do to come here today, that's hope. I bet a lot of people feel like this. At the end of a long day, one thinks, gosh, well, was it worth it? I put in all this work. Did it mean anything? Did it make anything better? And we may fall asleep despondent, and then we get up the next day and we roll up our sleeves and we do it again.
Cambia lo superficial, cambia también lo profundo.